secrets in the stager really has the opportunity to build the foundation of these investors' businesses. I mean, that's huge. That's something that can really propel these investors to some long-term success.
So there's going to be multiple streams of revenue. There's going to be a lot of furniture that are sitting there in the field and making me passive income. Passive income over here.
Hey everybody, Shell Brodnax here with another episode of Stager Talk, and I'm so excited today to introduce a member, Noushin Rezaei. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing wonderful. It's great being here.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. So can you tell everybody, where are you from and what is the name of your business?
I'm from Toronto. Hi, everyone. I do home staging and I go with Noush staging.
Noush staging. I love it. And how long have you been in business?
2 years.
2 years. So you are new. So how's it going?
Challenging, more challenging than I expected, but it's going wonderful. I'm finally doing what I enjoy doing. And the hassle that comes with it is just a part of it. And I'm so grateful for being able to do what I enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. So in Toronto, all in Ontario, that's the most populated area that we have for stagers. Also in Canada in general, I think you got more population out in that area, but we usually have about 300 members in the entire province of Ontario. So very, very familiar with working in Canada, the coldest place on the planet, as I like to refer to it. I went there a few years back. I've spoken there many times, but we've had lots of events there over the last, I've been in the industry like 20 years. So been there quite a few times, but last time I was there, it was so cold. It was like we had that a big blizzard a few years back. And my eyeballs were sticking together. I walked out of a building and I was like, is there like sand? I thought there was sand in my eyes or something, and they were freezing before I could blink. So coldest place.
Unfortunately, I've heard that before.
It's true. I didn't know what was happening, but it was quite funny to watch. So at any rate, being new. So let me ask you, how is it being new and then belonging to a trade association like RESA? How is that? How's that helped you? There's things that we should be doing and things that we offer, but how is it that you utilize what it is that we do to help you in your business?
So with all the groups, Facebook groups, email, I've been able to connect to other stagers from Canada, from the United States. And whenever I get stuck somewhere, I post questions online and I get answered right immediately after, and that's been super helpful to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're jumping in on webinars as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I was recently able to attend the Home Staging Awards, and it was wonderful to compete in a healthy environment and also see what others do to succeed in their business. So it's been great.
Yeah. And what category did you enter?
Decluttering and luxury staging and vacant staging.
Oh, so you did all good 3 of them. Good for you.
Yes.
That's awesome.
One.
Yeah. And I know I recognized your name when I was going through all the paperwork for the show today, and I was like, award winner. I remember that name. So let's talk about being new. So I just had I just came off another show where I interviewed somebody and we were talking about the code of ethics. So as a member of a trade association, most trade associations have a code of ethics. So you've got like the American Medical Association, doctors take the Hippocratic Oath. You've got the American Bar Association or the Canadian Bar Association. And then you've got RESA, and they all have our different codes of ethics. And one thing that this person had brought up was that a lot of times when you're new in an industry, you actually there'd be no way for you to know what's ethical or what's not ethical. So did you kind of run into that when you were also starting your business, of what things like ethics wise, what you should or shouldn't do?
I did, and I went through RESA's code of ethics, and it's been helpful to me to understand my responsibilities to the public, my responsibilities to my clients, along with other responsibilities to others in the industry and employers and other professions that I work with. So yes.
Yeah, I think it's really important. the person said before that it just eliminates so many problems. If everybody just follows the code of ethics, you
Absolutely.
don't have this stager on stager issues. You know, it's all about, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, it's so important, I think, just to also be kind to others
Absolutely.
and be fair. And
Absolutely.
if you can just act with some integrity, everybody's businesses are so much better and everybody gets along. And it's one of the great things I love about RESA is that also the RESA chapters that you can belong to a RESA chapter and you can go bid a job, you know, this morning at 9 a.m. and then someone else from the chapter could bid that same job at 11. And at 1 o'clock, you're meeting up for lunch. And, you know, it's not a problem to compare notes and you can learn from each other. And people can absolutely get along and be able to be part of their association as a member. Because when members get involved, they're taking advantage of all the resources, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But when we work together, I believe that we are stronger, and I have experienced that with other RESA members as well. We talk about the challenges that we face, and we all come up with our unique ways sometimes to solve issues. And when we share it, it's very eye-opening.
Yeah, that's for sure. I know when we first started, when you talk about people talked about, you know, chapters. Why would you have chapters? Why would I want to hang out with other people, my competitors? And it's like, oh my gosh. You're so missing the boat. Yes, you want to do that. You want to get to know everybody. It is so important. And for me, I have a thing about competition is that, you know, if compete fairly and compete with integrity, and whoever comes out on top, that was your blessing for the day. It's okay, because next time it'll be somebody else. As long as everybody's bringing that positive energy to the table, everybody wins.
Absolutely. We learn from it and we all grow individually and as a community.
Yeah. So what do you think from your experience thus far and being newer into the industry, what have you seen as far as the impact that staging can be on the local real estate market?
So it's really interesting. After the first few times that I was staging, after we finished our staging, we looked at the house and it wasn't the same anymore. You know, and it's just wonderful to be able to bring the best of the space. And I have seen spaces, homes getting sold faster when we stage. It's easier for whoever walks into that space to imagine themselves in that home. And sometimes they approach us wanting to purchase the furniture, which is amazing. So, which shows me that they see themselves in that space. They can imagine themselves in that space better than a vacant.
Oh, you're onto something. So let me tell you something. You just cracked a little nut there for you, because you have recognized something up front in just 2 years of being in business that some people, they didn't get for, you know, well over a decade. So if anybody's out there is listening to this and we still have the RESACon going, you should check out Matthew Finlinson's talk at RESACon this year, because he talked about selling furniture and you just nailed it. If people are asking to buy that furniture, they're envisioning themselves. So Matthew's key was, just, you know, when you're buying for something, you know, buy with the intention of, you know what, this is all going to go together and this can actually be sold. It's a good way to be able to refresh in your inventory, to be able to get rid of something when you're selling them as package deals. But when you go in with the intent of it and you set that intention, you know, I really want to do this. I want someone to really vision themselves, and then they buy the furniture. It's like, that's like perfect.
Yep.
And then you don't have to move it.
Exactly. For it.
There's nothing better than walking into some place just fully furnished and just walking in and saying, yeah, I could do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could do it. Well, it has been so great to get to know you. We only have just a few minutes left. Any final words for anybody, especially somebody new? Let's talk about, I want to switch gears a little bit. I know we talked about associations, but the industry awards themselves. So have you done a press release yet?
Not yet.
Got to do the press release.
Yes, I'm putting my material together.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When you win an award, great that you won it, but if you don't tell everybody about it, nobody's going to know. So that press release helps get some local press going, put it on your website, blast it out through social media. This is another member benefit. We talked about some of the things that you know, trade associations should do. So we don't offer the core training, but we work with education providers. But one of the things we do is we offer the industry awards, because that's something that's for an entire industry. So it's something that we would have oversight of. So congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you so much for hosting me. It was a great pleasure being here.
Absolutely. Well, I hope to get to talk to you again. And for everybody else, thank you for joining me on another episode of Stager Talk. It has been my pleasure.